Okay, good evening, students. Uh, Last class we covered problems on step impulse response and a list of impulse responses for continuous time. We have checked whether the given impulse response is stable, causal, or memoryless. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss. We have a set of impulse response equation for discrete time LTI system. Now, I am finding for all this impulse response equations, I am going to check whether the given systems are memoryless, causal, or stable. That I am going to find out now. Okay, so copy down the problems. While copying, you can pause the video and copy down the solutions for each and all this problem. Okay, due to demand from the student side, I am doing one topic in detail. Okay, so today's topic is the following are the impulse response of discrete time LTI systems. Determine whether each system is memoryless, causal, or stable. So for all this impulse response discrete time systems, I am finding whether they are stable, causal, or memoryless. Okay, copy down the solution of each and every problem by pausing the video. Okay, fine. Before starting these problems, we need to know some standard conditions for memoryless, causal, and stable. See, the concept is very simple. You just stick on to the definitions of memoryless, causal, and stable. Stick on to the definition. Don't study any other thing. Just stick on to the definitions. So for memoryless, okay, h of n is equal to 0 for n not equal to 0. If n is not equal to 0, your impulse response h of n should be 0. This is the condition for memoryless. Next, for causality. For causality, I will write here. For causal, we can write h of n equals to 0 for n less than 0. If your value n is less than 0, then h of n should be 0. This is the condition for causality. Next to stability or stable. For stability, the condition is summation k equals to minus infinity to infinity mod h of k. Whatever you have done from this, you should get answer less than infinity. If you got answer less than infinity, then you can say that particular system is stable. Okay, nice. So these are the standard definition applicable for discrete time LTI system. So stick on to this definitions. If this definition is not, for example, if this condition is not valid for the given question, then you say not memoryless. Okay. If this condition is not satisfied for this particular problems, then you can say directly non-causal. If this condition is not satisfied by all these problems, then you say unstable. So concept is simple. Don't very in depth. Okay. Just stick on to the definitions. We can try the problems one by one. So what is the first problem? H of n equals 1 by 2 power n u of n. H of n equals to 1 by 2 power n u of n. Okay. Now try to sketch u of n. Try to sketch the u of n. What is u of n? Since it is discrete, so we can write the samples like this. Okay, it will go till infinity. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinity. Okay, what I sketched only u of n. But put n is equal to 0. Here also you put 0. 1 by 2 power 0, you will get 1. The first magnitude will be 1. Next, put n is equal to 1. If I put n is equal to 1, what you will get here? 1 by 2 power of 1. You will get half only. So your magnitude decreases. Okay. Like this, if you keep on changing the values of n here, your magnitude will decrease. Okay, finally it will come 0. Okay, finally it will reaches to some 0 value. Okay, got it? Fine. If I put n equals to 2, 1 by 2 square is what? 4. Okay, fine. See now, what is the condition? Stick on to this condition. H of n, you should get 0 for n not equal to 0. For n not equal to 0. See, not equal to 0 means I can put n value 1 or I can put n value minus 1. If I put n is equal to 1, you should get 0. Okay, but if I put n is equal to 1, if I put n is equal to 1, what I am getting? I have some value. H of n value is present. H of n value is present. Therefore, you can write h of n is not equal to 0 for n not equal to 0. Hence it is not memoryless. Hence not memoryless. Hence this particular system is not memoryless. Again I am explaining once again. See, you should get, see n value, positive values here, 1 2 3 4 5. What you should get? You should get 0 if n is not equal to 0. If n is exactly 0 means you will get some particular value. Okay, other than values except 0, either this side or this side, your h of n should be 0. But from the waveform only we can say directly there is some value, h of n is there but not 0. Hence I return this condition. Hence it is not memoryless. Then check out for causality. Okay, what about causality? If n is less than 0, your h of n should be 0. Since it is u of n, limit varies from 0 to n. Okay, therefore I should apply values. Okay, 0 to infinity for this particular 1 by 2 power n. What about n less than 0? What about n less than 0? 0 is there. Okay, n less than 0, your h of n is 0. Okay, therefore it is causal. Okay, h of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0. Therefore it is causal. Understood, guys? Therefore it is causal. Then what about stability? For stability you write this formula, summation k equals to infinite to infinite mod h of k. They asked h of k. H of k means whatever they given in the question, h of n is given, you replace by h of k. Wherever n is there, replace by k. If I do that, so I will get like this, 1 by 2 power k into u of k. For u of k, what are the limits for u of k? Summation k equals to 0 to infinity. Unit step function. Okay, discrete. Okay, it varies from where? 0 to infinity. So that's why I got limit 0 to infinity. So further I can write 1 by 2 power k mod. So now we can apply this formula, summation k equals to 0 to infinity a to the power of k. Okay, if it is in this form, we have formula 1 divided by 1 minus a. However, a value should be less than 1. If a value is less than 1, then only this condition is valid. So however, we have mod here, so you can take mod a power k. Then you finally the mod a value should be less than 1. Only for this condition this formula is valid. Okay, I am applying that formula. So numerator is 1 by 1 minus a. What is a value? See, this is in the form of a power k. So a value is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2. So what you will get? 1 divided by 1 minus half is half only. 1 divided by 1 by 2 is 2 only. What is this 2? This 2 is less than infinity. That particular 2 is less than infinity. So since 2 is less than infinity, what we can say? It is stable. Okay, the system is stable. Understood, guys? So we completed first problem. Once I complete the problem, you pause the video and copy down the solution. Okay, fine. Next we can move to the second problem. Next, I am moving to second problem. Okay, what is the second problem? B. H of n is equal to 0.99 to the power of n u of n plus 3. Okay, guys, first sketch the given signal. Try to sketch the given signal. U of n plus 3. U of n plus 3 means what? Unit step function is u of n. It is shifted by how many units? 3 units. But plus 3 means what? Advance. So I can write, okay, so the waveform starts from minus 3 onwards. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. It goes till infinity. What I sketched? Only I sketched u of n plus 3. I sketched only u of n plus 3. But put n is equal to minus 3 here. Put minus 3 here. 0.99 to the power of minus 3. You will get some value. So that value multiplied by 1. So that waveform I am not going to write, and it's no use also. Okay. So now stick out to the definitions. See, put n is equal to 0. 0.99 to the power of 0 is what? 1. Okay. Put n is equal to 1. You will get 0.999. So you may get waveforms magnitude like this. Okay. Keep on increasing and again keep on decreasing. Like this you will get. Okay. If you sketch considering this also, this whole thing multiplied by 111. Okay. Then you will get like this waveform. Okay. But equal to the definition, what the definition says for memoryless, h of n should be 0 for n not equal to 0. See, here n is not equal to 0 na. For n is not equal to 0 means 1, 2, 3 or minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, waveforms is there, 1, 1, 1 is there, and this one is get multiplied with this factor. Definitely some magnitude will be there. For n is not equal to 0, therefore we can say h of n is not equal to 0 even n is not equal to 0. Hence what we can say? Hence not memoryless. Hence we can say not memoryless. We can say not memoryless. Not memoryless means memory is there. Okay. Next, check about causality. Okay. So what is the condition for causality? Causal, h of n should be 0 if n less than 0. See, n 0 is here. Less than 0 means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. You should get 0. But magnitudes are there. Therefore, it is non-causal. So, therefore, you can write h of n is not equal to 0 for n less than 0. Hence what we can write? Hence it is causal. Sorry, not causal or non-causal. Okay, hence you can say it is non-causal. Understood? Next, check out for stability. Write the formula. Summation k equals to minus infinite to infinite mod h of k. Mod h of k. Okay, again substitute summation k equals to minus infinity to infinity. What is h of k? Replace wherever n is there, na? Replace n by k. So therefore we can write 0.99 to the power of k into u of k plus 3. So u of k plus 3 means what the limit going to be modified? Limit going to modify your lower limit k will be, or you can see the waveform. Where the waveform exit, that will be the limits. Minus 3 to infinity. It will go from minus 3 till infinity. So minus 3 to infinity, 0.99 to the power of k. Okay. Now again we can apply which formula? We can apply this particular formula. See now, I am writing formula. Summation k equals to n to infinity. Okay. Into a to the power of k. Into a to the power of k. If it is in this form, we can write formula a to the power of n by 1 minus a to the power of n by 1 minus a. What is here? What is the value of this n? This n is nothing but constant. Okay. Whatever the value of this particular n is minus 3. This minus 3 we should put it over here. Then what about a value? What is a value? A value is 0.99. Okay. So therefore I am applying this formula over here. So a to the power of 0.99 to the power of minus 3. Why I written minus 3? See, k is equal to n. K equals to n. So what is the n value? Minus 3. So that's why I written minus 3. Now 1 minus, what is a value? 0.99. So do this in calculator. You will get 103.68. Okay. So this particular value is obviously less than infinity. Therefore what I can say, it is stable. Therefore it is stable. Understood, guys? Okay. Remember, keep in mind your a value should be less than 1. If a value is less than 1, then only this formula is valid. So what is the a value? 0.99. 0.99 is less than 1. Yes, it is valid. Hence we can say it is stable. So please copy down by pausing the video. So for second problem, it is not memoryless, non-causal, but stable. Okay. Fine. Now we can move to the problem number 3. So what is the next problem? Okay, see, h of n is equal to n into 1 by 2 power n u of n. n into 1 by 2 power n u of n. Okay, now sketch it. So now check for memoryless. Okay, simply you sketch u of n. Okay, simply sketch u of n. So u of n will be look like this. Okay, 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, it will go to till infinity. So till infinity the same thing will repeat. I sketch only u of n. Okay. If you sketch detail this equation, then no problem, but it takes more time and it is not recommended. By using this only we can judge whether memoryless or not. Okay. So now put n is equal to 0. If I put n is equal to 0, okay, what happened? U of 0 is what? 1. But here put n is equal to 0 here. Put n equals to 0. 0 into something, 0 only. So therefore your first sample will be at 0. Your magnitude is 0. Now check out other condition. Put n is equal to 1. Okay, if n is equal to 1, 1 here also. 1 by 2 power 1 is 1 by 2 only. 1 by 2 into 1, everything will become what? 1 by 2. Okay, now put n is equal to minus 1. If I put n is equal to minus 1, u of minus 1. Okay, u of minus 1, there is no magnitude. 0 into something, everything will be 0. Now put n is equal to 2. So 2. 1 by 2 whole square is how much? 1 by 4. Here 2 is there. 2 into 1 by 4, what you will get? Again 1 by 2. Okay, again 1 by 2. Next put n is equal to 3. 1 by 2 power 3, you will get some answer. 1 by 8. And here 3. 3 by 8 is the answer. You will get magnitude 3 by 8. So it will keep on going. Okay. But you need not to worry about the graph for detail equation. Not required. Okay. But see the condition for memoryless. What is h of n? You should get 0 if n is not equal to 0. See, n less than 0, I am having 0. But n positive values, magnitudes are there. Therefore, what I can write? H of n is not equal to 0 when n is not equal to 0. Okay. When n is not equal to 0, you should get 0. Then you can say memoryless. But it is not. Hence it is not memoryless. Understood? Hence it is not memoryless. Then what about causality? Okay, it is causal. C-A-U-S-A-L, causal. Okay. See, h of n value equals to 0 for n less than 0. Check out here. Less than 0, less than 0. What is your h of n? 0. Okay. Its condition is valid. Okay. Therefore, it is causal. Therefore, it is causal. Remember.